Well, hi everyone, it's Mark Stephen here. I'm here to talk about the Canadian Football League meetings that have just wrapped up in Calgary. Obviously, a lot of topics were on the agenda, so I'm going to rattle through a few of them. Please feel free to leave some comments. Please feel free to subscribe, share, or whatever you want to do. One thing I will just say, the pace of change or the pace of scrutiny of the CFL, they're doing an awful lot, and I hope that the league and the commissioner don't get too far ahead of themselves. Remember, the product as it is really good. I mean, I'm not saying it can't be modified in any way, but don't get too far ahead of yourself. It's a pretty good product right now. Few things. Talk about changing the playoff format. As long as the league remains 9 teams in 2 divisions, I don't see a single reason to change the playoff format. There was talk that yes, some of the guys, teams in first place, get a bye. Is that fair? Yeah, it is fair. They earned it. I mean, good for Saskatchewan this year. Did it help them win the Grey Cup? Maybe. Probably it did. But good for them. They earned it. Next year, it's somebody else that's going to earn it. Remember, the NFL does the same thing. This weekend in the playoffs, Denver and Seattle are playing their first game. So I don't have a problem with it in the slightest. Where else are we going here? Yes, amending the rules on ties. Um, there would be a shootout after the shootout. Look, I just thought it was just weird. Ties. There's almost never a tie in the CFL, so I don't know why this had to become a topic. I mean, I looked it up, wondering if I'd missed something. In their whole history, the Calgary Stampeders have had 22 ties. That's total. I even looked at Winnipeg, which is even older than the Stampeders. They've had 17 in their history. So I don't know. It seems like a solution in search of a problem. Whatever. I guess it'll just plow ahead. I don't get it for sure. Uh, Participation in the 2028 Olympics. That was discussed, and I'm really looking forward to that, to seeing these top athletes go to Los Angeles and perform. Listen, it's going to, probably hurt some teams in the short term because they did say they're going to play through the 2028 season, through the Olympics. And, I don't know what choice they have. It's, other than shutting down the season for 3 weeks like they do in the NHL. So I don't know about that. And remember, would any American players be on Team USA? I don't know. But to be a number of current CFLers or 2028 Stampeders that will be on the rosters. So good for them to plow through. It's not like a basketball where the NBA season is over and the games are in the summer. Anyway, they're going to work on it. They're going to try and get the protocols down. I'm looking forward to seeing that for absolute sure. Speaking of protocols, they are going to work on protocols for weather delayed games. Remember, that was a kind of a long drawn out mess in Saskatchewan this year. Had to wait and wait and wait, and the fans were left rusting away there. So they'll find a better way to do it, and I'm really glad they are doing that. Also discussed with a U.S. player draft, and I don't know how that would work exactly. I mean, every year there are tens of thousands of players who leave U.S. schools in all different levels. I don't know what. I think the neg list works pretty well right now, but listen, I'll sit and listen to whatever they have to say. Doesn't strike me as something that would be particularly practical. So that's just kind of the way I see it right now. One other note, they hope to have the deal with TSN done by the start of 2026. Might not happen. It's odd that the commissioner, Stuart Johnson, was on the other side of the table the last time the CFL signed a deal with the CFL. So TSN and CFL are just reversing sides of the table. Overall, good meetings. Good to see a lot of people, even seeing John Huffnagel. Yes, with Toronto. So anyway, that's what's going on. Leave a comment. Some things were really good. Some things I flat out don't understand. But that's my summary of what's going on.